Hi everyone, welcome back to this channel. My name is Bronte. This week I thought we could talk about the new Hobonichi launch, which I'm sure lots of you are also looking at and like kind of going through and contemplating and stuff. So I thought I would kind of give my own little take on everything. So yeah, I'm not going to look through the whole thing. That I think I did that last year, but this year I'm just going to be showing you my favorites list and kind of talking about my thoughts for my system for 2025. So yes, hello, welcome. Okay, so let's just go straight in. I really want to make sure this year that I get a few of the Hobonichi accessories. I definitely want to get the rivet band. I want to get the colour that I think is this one here. It's the, they call it classic. Dark brown with like an undyed leather rivet, I guess they call it. I want to get both sizes. There's the medium, which is good for a week's, and the large, which is good for an A5. I see other people, I think, using these and I think that they look really nice, and I always kind of forget to order from Hobonichi. So I'm definitely going to get some of those. I was really excited, or well, not too, well, yeah, no, I was really excited actually to see that they had added more sizes of the anything pocket. Is that what it's called? Yeah, anything pocket. So I want to get one each of these packs because I think they look really useful. And I often find myself thinking, oh, I wish I had a pocket for this, or like, oh, a pocket would be good here. So yeah, I think those are a really nice thing. And they're really inexpensive as well, so that's also good. I think that shows one inside the cover of an A5. So the biggest size, I think they call postcard, is a really nice size. Okay, and then I have kind of like a list of potential things that I want to get. One of which is a nuclear cover for the weeks. Like, that's boring, so you know we don't really need to cover that. I just feel like those covers get scuffed quite easily, so I would maybe want to pick another one of those up. I do actually, although yeah, I have another one in my cupboard, and I just want to have a look and see what that looks like before I order something else that's plastic. And then I really like the Yumi Kitagishi pencil boards. I would get the weeks sized one, but I'm not such a fan of the tab colour that sticks out here. And that's kind of crucial to the pencil board, so I'm not 100% sold on that. Again, I have other weeks pencil boards. I do, however, really love this clear cover that they brought out this year with Ayo Okumi. I think this is gorgeous, and I love the fact that it has yarn right on the front there, because I'm a knitter. If you're not familiar with the channel, I knit a lot as well. That's kind of my job. I work in a knitting shop, so I think this is just perfect, and it's very Christmassy. So I think I would use this around that sort of time of year. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong in thinking that it looks really Christmassy, but I don't know, the mittens and the little kind of coats that these people are wearing. Is it a coat? This little person's wearing ice skates. I don't know, it just and this beautiful season, yeah, it just seems kind of Christmassy to me. But I love it, and I think it looks really beautiful kind of on the week's covers, on the week's book, sorry. Do they show it on others? No, they only show it on the grey. Okay, so my thought for that is that it would go on the weeks that I get, obviously. And then I really like the A5 cover on cover with this beautiful season as well. And again, I think it's pretty Christmassy, so I'd probably only use it around Christmas time. But yeah, I think that's lovely. The cover on covers are very inexpensive, so I think that there's no it's no bad thing that I wouldn't use it all year round, if that makes sense. Also, we noticed at the Hobonichi preview event, there used to be kind of a zipper pocket on the back of these cover-on-covers, and they've removed that for this year, which is interesting. So you can't get to the pocket on the back of your cover. Yeah, just a little note, something I noticed looking at the previews. Okay, so then for my weeks, I would like to get the weeks I will use for planning. I currently have the paper series black gingham weeks, and this is my reading journal. Next year I'm going to be using the Archer and Olive, the new horizontal A5 paper flex cover. That's going to be my reading journal next year, so I am going to go back to planning in a weeks, which is something I did in 2023 for most of the year, and 2022 as well. So yes, okay, so my week's choice, it's between this one, the Harvest Plaid. I really love this, and these shirt fabric covers are really nice. I have the Brownie Plaid shirt fabric cover for my A5, and I love this cover. I love this so much. I'm so glad I have it, and it feels lovely. So yeah, this one is a very strong contender. I love the colors. It caught my eye at the preview event as well. And yeah, I don't know, I just think it's really nice, like soft, like kind of gentle colors, but they're definitely like me sort of colors. So that's one option. The next option is the bow and tie snake toy cover. I think this is so cute. Again, at the previews, this really caught my eye. I love it in all of its iterations. Like, I really like this as the A5 Hon as well. I don't know, the thing with the snakes is I don't know if I would get kind of a bit bored of them throughout the year. So yeah, somehow to me this is a bit less like classic, but we'll see. And then the other one that immediately caught my eye, like the first thing at the preview event, was the Pistachio Weeks. I love this colour so much. I just think it's really beautiful, and I don't feel like these photos fully do it justice. Like, it was such a beautiful shade of green in real life. I think that's maybe the most colour accurate picture. So this one is definitely on the cards as well. The price of this one is £20. So I don't know, I was just thinking if I really didn't get along with the Archer and Olive, I could order this as like a backup reading journal. So then I can have my choice with two. So I think I would get Pistachio and Harvest Plaid. We'll see. Okay, and then for my cousin, okay, so I do have let me just grab it. I have the Paper Test Designs yearly notebook, which is undated. I was thinking this would be my 2025 journal, but I just don't know if I can break away from the cousin. I just love it so much. I love this book too, but for like kind of in a different way. So yeah, I want to get the paper series Black Gingham Hon in the cousin size. I have seen this in real life a few times. I saw Megan Petite Gloom. I saw Megan's book when we were in New York together, and I also saw Raquel's book, Rocky Paper Scissors Co. And Raquel's book is really thick, like lots of pages that have been had extra photos and things stuck on. I think pretty much every single one of her pages she adds like photos and cutouts and things. So I know it can take the chunk really nicely. And I know that I love the paper textures, the paper series texture from my weeks that I have this year. And I really like the fact it's the cover is very dark. I didn't think I would necessarily go for that until kind of having the Paper Test Designs one. And the other thing I love is the really minimal cover, just the year. I think that's really nice. And I think the year is on, yeah, the year is, it looks like is on the spine. Oh, here. Yes, just on the spine in silver as well. And I love the silver and not gold. So yeah, that's a 100% purchasing. I'll get the Japanese edition because I don't need the quotes. Yeah, the English edition with the English quotes, like I feel like that detracts from the spreads, or it would for me anyway. And I kind of like having the Japanese characters and things on the page. It's more, to me, because I can't read it, it's much more abstract. It's more like a pattern than it is text. So yeah, okay. And then I've been looking at covers. These are the ones that I have favorited for the A5 size. We've got the Tragan, which was introduced for spring this year, and I've really enjoyed seeing people use it. I love this cover. However, I don't think I could. I think it would annoy me basically because it's a trifold. I write with my book on my lap a lot when I'm on the sofa. And when I write, I turn my book to write. I kind of angle my book. And because this has, because this has this kind of built-in pencil case, basically, this would really annoy me, I think. I wish that it wasn't a trifold. I wish that there was something that, I don't know, yeah, that it was like there was no pencil case, basically. And I know that that's like a very specific part of the design. But yeah, again, seeing this at the previews, I definitely like the fabric of it. Then this one I saw at the previews and really liked. I actually never looked inside the cover when I was at the preview event, but it's cool inside that it's got kind of like clear plastic. It's basically like a fancy clear plastic cover because it's got this kind of pocket in the front. I like the brown for the A5 size. I think that's really nice. I don't know about the texture of this one, and I don't know about how it would kind of hold up. Sorry if the light keeps changing. It's very autumnal today, which is great, but it's quite like it's very dark for filming, so I hope it's all okay. Yeah, I like this, but I don't love it, basically. Again, it's kind of trifold, which, yeah, it's not really my sort of thing. Also, sorry if you hear the rain on the window in the background, or maybe that's nice, I don't know. It's just a bit of a strange noise. Okay, then at the previews, I loved this, like this. I think this is like a really special kind of cover, actually. And I think that I would totally get tattooed, that phrase, "only is not lonely." I think it's so wonderful, honestly. I love it. I really like this brown with the red band. The red was very bright in real life. I think you can see it well in the photos that it is bright, but yeah, that it is a bright red. I have these Have a Nice Day cover, which is exactly the same shape from the 2023 collection. And I do like it, but it has no pockets. So I think from a cover, I like it to have pockets. And then I'm going to skip over these and come back. Then I loved this one at the preview. I think I kind of gasped because originally I was like, oh my God, is that a Studio Ghibli cover? And then realized it's not. But it really gives me Ghibli vibes. The sticking point for me with this one is the yellow inside is really bright, like really bright. I also don't love how these covers that have, so this has got this kind of storyboard lining that goes into the cover. I don't love how you can see the difference here. I was looking at another cover that had that and it really put me off. I can't remember which one it was. So yeah, I also don't love the fact that the background is white. I feel like if you don't have a cover on this, it's gonna get dirty. Or like if you spill something on it, like there's no hiding it. Also, like it's all based on the lyrics of a band that I have no idea about, and I feel like weird about choosing something that's to do with something I don't know, if that makes sense. Okay, so the Yumi Kitagishi one, I'm sure loads of people are going to go for this. It's beautiful. I love the inside of this cover. I love it more than the outside, honestly. If I were to get this, I'd cut the ribbons off because I don't like that pink ribbon at all. But yeah, I love the green, the dark green outer, and then this kind of sagey green inside. I love that they printed this stuff inside the cover. At the preview event, we all thought that was beautiful, that they've kind of noticed how people decorate their pockets, I guess, and I think that they've taken some of that here and put it into here, which is really nice. A key, especially because it's a key. Like, I have a key tattoo, like I really like that sort of motif. The problem, I'm being very negative, I'm so sorry. The problem for me with this one is it's very kind of, I see this as a very feminine design, and I don't think that that's me at all. And I think that I would like this for a time and then I would get kind of bored, fed up. I don't know what the right word is, but I think that I would maybe go off of this design. I kind of wish that this was the front, but that's the back. I don't like the fact that there's lots of pink, because I'm just not a pink person. Yeah, I don't know. This one was my probable one, but I think I've changed my mind on this. So yeah, I love it. I think it's so pretty. I love the inside. And I really like the dark green against this sagey colour. But I just don't think it's right for me. And to spend, I don't know how much, it's £29. It's not mega expensive, but to spend £30 on something that I don't love, I don't know how I feel about that. Okay, and then the kind of curveball ones I've been contemplating today are the Liberty Fabrics covers. So Michelle, this is the one for this year. I think these colours are really pretty. I like that it's kind of more orange than pink, kind of more corally. Although it is quite pink, isn't it? But I love the colour inside, and I think that's a big consideration for me because, you know, you're looking at your book with the cover open. So I really take note of that. That's why I didn't get the Yumi Kitagishi cover from last year, because that was like pale blue inside and I didn't like that. Loved the black outside with the colourful design, but inside it was just not right. So yeah. I also like the kind of pale light coloured bookmarks on this one. And then this is the other one. This is from last year. This one I think I saw at the kind of event that I went to that was in London last September, and it was really bright, like almost the yellow is almost like a neon, and I think they do kind of give that comes across in these pictures. This one's got a lot of pink, but I like the fact that it's weighed out, but it's kind of balanced out, sorry, by the kind of greens and this sort of tealy bluey tone and the yellow. And then I really like the inside. It's similar actually to the Yumi Kitagishi cover for this year. So that's a consideration as well. Like, yeah, this is nice. And it's also quite neutral, which I think is good for photos and things, you know. If I'm flipping through my book on YouTube with you guys, I think that's definitely something I need to think about. So yeah, that's the contemplation. Okay, so definitely on the list is the rivet bands, the anything pockets, the 2 Io Okumi covers, a Weeks, and the paper series A5 Hon. And everything else is like a maybe. If I decide not to get a cover from Hobonichi, I've decided I'm going to save up for a Van der Spek cover. I will show you that now. Okay, I'm not going to show you the Van der Spek cover because their server is down, I think. Inconvenient. So I'll put a picture on the screen of the leather that I would choose. And then I'd get the kind of, I think they call it the A5 Codex. It's really expensive, like 10 times as much as, or like 5 times as, no, yeah, 5 times as much as a Hobonichi cover. But it would be something that I would have forever, and it would be like a complete classic. So yeah, that's a consideration. And the leather I want, the new book Thuya, is a waitlist leather. So I would probably, you know, I would be able to save up if I joined the waitlist. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's it. I would like to know what you guys are going to choose, or like what your considerations are. Like, do you think about the inside of a cover as well as the outside? And yeah, what do you think of the lineup for this year? I feel like there's quite a lot of kind of like cute things and not as many like classic things. But yeah, I'm always really disappointed by the covers that come out for A5. I wish they would do one that was like an all navy one, or one that's black outside and then like grey inside instead of the clear blue, or I don't know, something kind of subtle. I feel like the covers are always really good for A6, and then for A5 they're like really lackluster, because I really like the A6 Olive Grove, is it called? I love that cover. If that was A5, I'd be getting it in like straight away. I've actually temporarily considered switching to A6 so I can have that cover, but that is stupid and I will not be doing that. But yeah, anyway, yeah, let me know what your choices are. Let me know what you're thinking. I'd love to hear about it. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will speak to you in the next video. Goodbye.